oh, Granger's open, pick it. We didn't see Granger at all game 1.
No. It's because, especially if you're looking to just snowball early, it's not the best pick. If you are playing for mid-game, however, and you can ensure that the Grangers can be safe, yeah, it's pretty good.
Hold up. Going into game 2, look at this draft. ONIC Esports,
Wow.
Coach Adi attacking Flavor Fave. Look at that. When was the last time you saw an alpha ban here? And a Suyo ban specifically.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen very often, and honestly, I think it's an interesting take. Let's see how this is going to go, because I do feel like Kyrie is like, give me Nolan one more time.
Yeah. Give me Nolan, take away his joy. Who's the Sigma now?
What if, hey, listen, before, you know, the Nolans came through for Kyrie here in Season 14, it was Flavor Fave always went Nolan. That was his signature pick. So let's say, even if, you know, some of the Joy picks, other picks get banned out, I think Liquid will be very happy to trade it. Thing is, Mathilda was the hero banned. They banned Alpha and the Mathilda. So now for Liquid, they're like, we can take Joy?
Yes, but ONIC is on the play. Look, ONIC's blue.
Right. Okay, so ONIC can take Joy. Liquid are red. Liquid are red here, so do they ban the Joy?
Could be a gut check. Could be Coach Adi saying, I know you have the Nolan in your pocket, Fabian. Do it. Because they'll Joy here.
Yeah, but they also have Hayabusa that they can still utilize.
I think both are fine at this at this stage. I think Hayabusa is probably the safer bet in these types of situations. Ideally, you get Joy. It's kind of like, okay, sure, let's do what we can do. Yeah. But generally, the fact that there's so much focus. Okay, Jawhead instead this time round. They leave it wide open.
No, okay, they go Joy.
Eve is open. So is Granger. Oh my! Imagine the range.
It could be a problem, but generally, I think, I mean, it's Joy, right? Absolute monster in the back line when it does actually happen.
You know who else is open?
Who?
Lil Harith.
Lil Harith.
That's true. I think the Harith will be the best choice to go for Liquid ID right now. With the absence of Granger being that absolute unit, Harith has taken that place of being an absolute unit. Now, he is him.
Yves Harith coming in for Team Liquid ID.
And then you don't touch any more magic.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just avoid it entirely.
Yeah.
What else could... I mean, if ONIC Esports is confident in making sure that Fabian doesn't really get to play the game, then I would still imagine that Team Liquid ID is more than happy to kind of like finish up. That means we can have a guaranteed of those first 3 picks before we get into the next phase. Oh, wow. No, Yves actually going straight into the Fove.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good start here. Harith and then the Phobias. The Harith, obviously, because it's a best pick in the gold lane. Even the Eve open and then setting up for a Hayabusa. You need someone like a Phobias in the XP, someone who has already tremendous pressure, a great laning phase to enable your jungle to be something like a Haya. Sometimes very easy to punish.
ONIC Esports, like a hawk coming in, picking up the Eve now that it was left open. Again, there's some universal rules in SPS. As if it's open and it's ONIC Esports,
It'll be Eve.
Sans has to pick it, right? So what else do you get here? They're not falling for this whole gold lane trap.
Yeah.
No way. They pick up the Gatot, who's slowly becoming a hot commodity.
Yes. I mean, it's a wombo. It's a natural like wombo combo with the real world manipulation, especially when you have the AOG available to you. And there we go, the Hayabusa as for called, except for that Phobius, which is the only bit of an oddball here, because you are making sure that, you know, Loi is most likely going to get banned in the second phase, and then we'll see how it goes from there, because Moskov, is going to get... I mean, Team and Liquid ID are like, Aaron Shiki, it is your time to shine. Have your pick of the litter.
Yeah, I think the Moskov, one of the three heroes that counter the Harith, you know? Blinks, beat Harith. You dodge the Synchro Fission, and then you should be able to win the trades.
You just go all in. Before, but this is prior to level 4. There's still an argument for maybe even carry here, but we'll see where Team Liquid ID are more comfortable with.
They don't have to worry about the carry just yet. Although if they do plan for it, again, like a chunky frontliner, Hylos is still open, then they have to ban it out. Look at the respect for Witty.
Witty Party.
I like it.
Christian Witty, man.
Witty the Wise, Christian Witty, Witty Party. There's too many nicknames, man.
We follow each other on Instagram.
Okay, there you go. They banned the CC.
Check yourself.
Liquid ID. Where are they going to go for? So it sets up for the high loss.
It does set up for the high loss. I do want to see whether this is going to be a Loi coming from ONIC Esports. I mean, then that's like how many signature picks being like kicked in the face.
They're going to just ban out another roamer. Might as well, right? Mathilda, Chip.
She's out. Yeah. Cho.
No, I think they're fine going up against Cho. They have, well, probably only the Joy gets punished by the Cho. Yeah, okay, they go back. Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Yesgil don't have no pick yet.
Yeah.
Valentina.
they kind of want to push them into that corner, right? It's just like, oh, we got wombo combos. You don't get to play have the same tools anymore, and forces you into the low E.
Now for ONIC. What do they go for? Do they still decide to go for high-lows here?
I swear to God, they go Uranus one more time.
They went high-lows.
Wait, CC was banned!
They went red 4 high-lows 2 last game. Didn't do much.
I mean, come on, right? You're looking at that Phoveus. It's like it's going to be difficult playing Lucas into it anyways. There's also multiple dashes on your side already. You don't need to add on to the pile.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to go for Lutpi. I'm trying to think of XP picks right now.
Hilda's out there.
Hilda? Yeah, against the Hayabusa, but look at a lot of pressure lane already. They should be able to hold it. They go for the Irithel. There you go. Against the Harith. This is just a safe pick. Nothing too crazy.
What's an XP? Please don't be a Uranus.
Don't do it, man. Yes. Okay, so pretty traditional overall, right? You're not threatened by the mid laner because they've already showed the low Yi. You're not going to get like one shot by Vexana or even the Fire Mist, and you're in a good counter matchup into the Phoveus. It all adds up and rolls into one big bundle of fun. Oh, so much fun for Lupti. I would hope that he has a much better game this time, because the previous one, he was just taking it, just eating all the shots.
Nothing. So I guess you're looking for a pick for Weedy here. So Cho's the only safe one left.
Fine. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, instantly. Yeah, locked in the show.
Yep.
Locks in fast. All right, boys, what do you feel about the composition so far? I'm kind of leaning into the ONIC esport route, but it's going to be a little difficult if Avian gets an early kill.
Yeah, same. I think ONIC esports have the better draft, like fundamentally, but we've seen what Liquid can do, even with quote-unquote losing drafts. It's execution.
It's a little safer what ONIC Esports has done, especially since they have the onus to adjust from game 1. But yeah, the initiative from Team Liquid ID, just their capability to get into weird corners and find fights that ONIC Esports isn't ready for, the possibility is way too high.
Game number 2, it's going to be electric. Let's jump right into the land of Dawn, Mirko, and as well as Leo. Good luck. Let's see how this is going to play out.
On to our laps first before the battlefield. Real quick, folks, a quick reminder. Liquid ID are at match point. So the question we asked earlier, has ONIC Esports been beaten this hard and this badly before? The answer is no, because they came back when AP Brent put them in that position, and here Liquid ID actually finished the job. Can ONIC Esports redeem themselves? We're about to find out.
Let's get into the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Liquid ID match point, on the verge of sending ONIC Esports to the depths of the lower brackets.
Not exactly eliminated quite yet.
Not yet.
But it should be a statement that Team Liquid ID are going this far into the Challenge Finals undefeated. Weedy checking in on Kyrie here. Just a little bit of gut check. As well, a check on the emblems so far. Oh, look at this little Wanderer fight. Both teams actually a little more conservative, no?
Yeah. Both teams are a little bit more conservative. Maybe not for Yehezkiel, though. He's got Inspire and Bargain Hunter, so really wants to go for the snowball here. Witty! Whoa! Just walks up with the Joe Flickers out to safety. Witty's playing with a real... that was a risky move, my friend.
Christian Witty, why you do this to us? All of the Cavaliers worldwide is just like, Witty, no! All right, close, but not quite. Oh. Let's look at the gold lane matchup and the EXP lane matchup, because this is where it made a difference, all right? Game 1, if you'll remember, Lutpi didn't play. Can Lutpi play now?
I think so, yeah. On the glue, you should have an okay time against Phoveus. I think it's kind of a skill matchup. Also up top, it's also a skill matchup. So it's more 50-50 in both these lanes, right? It won't be a stomp like it was before.
And so far, looking at the damage profile from Liquid ID, none of them can blast Lutpi's glue like a Faramis could. Like, you have to kind of blow up those little gluelings the old-fashioned way. Arad looking to get some stacks here in mid, some EXP, down to a third of his health.
Whoa, very low. RWM gets placed down too. Arad is able to flick around. Kyrie going to be caught still. Escaping outside. Hello! Goes back in! Gets baited by Kyrie, and Sans punishes him.
That wasn't Sigma of him. Not at all. And this will open up the first turtle for ONIC Esports. Their first win in a while against Team Liquid ID. Sonics rejoice.
The first turtle of the series for ONIC ID. Kyrie should be able to take it. Witty not going to try to go for it. Yeah, just backs away. Turtle 1 and kill number 1 going on Esports. Keyboy in the bush. He knows Fabian's there. Should go for Retribution. Secures it now, goes onto Keyboy, gets taunted.
Weedy here all this while, pushing Sans way back into his jungle. So if I'm reading Liquid ID's movements correctly, they weren't at all shuddered by that first loss, all right? Even if they are down about 1,000 gold, 3 minutes in, that first blood and that first turtle going over to ONIC ID. Liquid ID, I think they're playing still to schedule. They're still following Fabian's farming patterns. They're still making sure Aaron Shiki gets to his items. Savero, first big pickup here. The Haas Claws. What is he? He's down by 100 gold from Shiki.
That's definitely... Oh, Way the Dragon. Shunpu and Way the Dragon. No follow-up just yet. Quad Shadow plays down onto him. Revitalize and the Shadow kill. Clean. Nothing wasted at all. They waited very... It was a very slow pickoff. Yes, skill flickering out. RWM and Kyrie diving in, electrifying beats. Witty Liquid Kundo will be able to find it, but there is no one there to follow it up. 1 for 1.
They spent their ults to take down Keyboy, and they lost Yehezkiel in the process. In the long run, I'd say ONIC Sports still maintain a very dominant position here. It looked like it was about to get on the up and up for Liquid ID, but ONIC Sports know exactly what the economy could be at any given point. So never count out the former MPLID champions here in ONIC Sports. Looking at the XP lane, again, a little bit more mum. What's the gold like between these two? It's Lutpi is actually winning by a small margin.
Witty going up top as well to help Aaron. And now gets chunked by Keyboy. So far, this Cho has just been like poked every time. Diversion. Aran goes in. Gets caught with a slam pass. Now Kyrie walks up to forcing Aran to flicker.
All right, that's one thing you can't do as a Vengeance Phoveus. You could jump into situations and you can re-engage. Weedy now very low.
Yeah, walks up and dies. That's about it. Registry battle. Oh, what? Yehezkiel is the one who finds it with dispersion. Now Aran jumps in, doesn't have the flicker, so gets bursted down. Still jumps a few more times before getting taken down by Kyrie. And it ends up being a turtle steal for Liquid ID.
We are just but at the 5-minute mark, and this Phoveus just doesn't have the kit quite yet to survive a 5-man rave. There were 5 members of ONIC Sports he was jumping onto, but there wasn't enough physical or magic defense, not enough spell vamp for him to actually enjoy that. So all it did was delay ONIC Sports' advance. And all the same, it was a steal, yes, but Liquid ID could not make the most of it. Still in control, ONIC Sports across the board. Big rotation awaiting here down bottom, but there's no one to catch.
Yeah, they're just trying to scout, giving a bit of info from Witty being there. Acting as a ward, will get spotted out, and Witty goes back to finding a new position.
It's about a minute until the last turtle of this game spawns lower quarter. The lane swaps have come through. XP laners up top, gold laners down bottom. And so far, looking at the farm, Lutpi still up, same situation. Aaron Shiki just at par with Savero. We haven't really seen Savero join the fight yet.
No. It's been both the gold laners staying in their own lanes. You know, now lane swapping down below and doing the same. It's still the laning phase. 6 minutes in, usually we see a lot of teams start to group up and look for fights. Here, it's both teams committing to the laning phase.
I would reckon it's because, you know, Witty the Wise and Yehezkiel, they're talking. You know, they had their grand gathering, and the council says, let's wait, man. You have the diversion. I know your trigger finger's itchy, but we can't. We don't have the items just yet, and positioning-wise, maybe we can afford to give up this turtle. Aaron Shiki down to a third of his health. Can he do this?
It's bursted down. 2 flickers out of the way, actually. AOG, Keyboy's coming in. Aaron still able to cut away for a bit, but then gets taken out by Keyboy. That's a turret 2 down below. Traded for a tier 1 up top.
The little boy got cornered between big, meaty heroes that he can't fight just yet. Maybe if this was, what, like the 12, 13-minute mark, Aaron Shiki could have danced his way out of there.
Maybe.
But not now. Not like this. Not especially since there's a hero like a Gatot in ONIC Esports rank. So I guess that's what you get when you have a hero like Gatot Kacha that can cross big gaps like that. You don't have that in the other meta heroes. You don't have that in Jawhead.
Yeah, Aaron wasn't really able to escape. That was a cool move, though, you know?
He got
Skill
touched.
2, flicker. He got untouchable. He's no longer untouchable. Not in this game. And when was the last game he was untouchable? Was it
It's been a while.
ONIC PH? No?
All right, to be fair, untouchable is a mindset, all right? Like, people are taking it too seriously, literally. His gameplay is untouchable, not
there
him.
You go. Absolutely.
He's like everybody, you know. He's a hero. He can die. It's just
he's human too. You know, he's one of us.
he's a champion, you know. But
he is a champion. MPLID, second place too. M6 World Championship. Now, it's again both teams committing to the cross map here. Aaron bottom lane. Savero up top. They won't be getting this turret. No, Fabian actually gets spotted in the bush there. Slap slam, pass, quad shadow.
they make themselves so scarce. Like they know they had the turret, right?
Yeah.
But they had to make sure. So how often do you see two cores just waiting?
Witty? That was an awkward move by Witty the Wise, and he gets caught for it. Oh, Jiku, no real world manipulation. Savero capitalizes on it. He tried to go for a kick flicker, but he didn't get the click on the kick.
No, he got the flicker, didn't get the kick, and he got compromised by the taunt.
No, it was also just out of vision. He was out of vision, so he can't tap the kick. Oh,
There's so many factors that like he's like, all right, I'm just gonna die now.
Yeah.
So far, these little micro fumbles that Team Liquid have given over to ONIC Esports have allowed the former MPL ID champions to barrel on forward. What, almost 3,000 gold, and they've lost so much. Look at this diversion, the rotation. That looks very familiar. Like ONIC Esports from game one, just sending dudes across the map to farm better.
Okay, Witty just trying to get some openings for the team, you know, a bit of vision here and there. Fabian will get a purple buff, at least for TLID. ONIC Esports haven't really been able to push in and invade and, you know, steal buffs away. So Kyrie, Fabian, same level.
It's not as bad as game one, but just the same, the stark difference, the day and night contrast of how far suddenly Team Liquid has fallen behind. Now this is a fight that they're waiting to take. Witty holding strong. Yezgil going to be sent home here. Fabian finding home in the Y brush, and Aran jumps in.
Yeah, so far no diversions, by the way. We have seen very little opportunities made by the diversion. It's a taunt. Keyboy's charging it. We'll be able to get Aaron, but there's no follow-up. It's just a bit of poke. Back again as Aaron goes back to mid, clears it away. Slow push down below. Kyrie holding onto that bush. Fabian doing the same thing. It's all about the surprises. Diversion. Kyrie spots it out. Witty still takes it. Gets chunked, gets spotted out.
All right, Fabian holding on this Y brush for a while. I don't know if ONIC knows, and there comes the Y.
Oh, in front of pursuit, and Aaron Shiki continuing the damage. Now with the Mind Force, they're all diving in.
Brush, engage, successful. Savero left alone. Down goes 4 members, straight out for Witty. And suddenly the Y gets an answer. It's because Liquid was ready for it. They clasped down on the one opportunity they were waiting for 10 minutes, and they find it.
Shades of the Liquid ID that usurped the MPL Indo Season 14 throne. Aaron shaking, diving in, finding the solo kill on Savero.
And that's a wipeout. Liquid wasn't done. The Liquid Stampede has been completed, and suddenly they're in control of game number 2. The map is red, and the Lord will be marching through mid.
Wow. One play. 3,000 gold lead from ONIC Esports gone. The coordination, what a team fight.
Make it top. They chunked down that turret down bottom enough, but the Lord saw top lane first. So with that said, Liquid ID now in control. ONIC Esports suddenly, they're on the back foot. Where do they go from here? They've been playing ahead. They've been forcing fights from Liquid, and now Liquid suddenly have the gold lead, 2,000.
Shades of MPL Indonesia Season 14 Liquid, because that's the Liquid ID that, you know, joined the scene and exploded in the scene. They're the type of team to leave all of the turtles, and then one time later on, once they're comfortable enough, once they've hit their power spikes, turn it around. A complete read of the game.
They were so patient. Fabian holding the Y brush. Aaron Shiki joining at the very perfect moment. Witty being the right dude to get caught out and sent in. He compromised Kyrie, and then suddenly they were all scattered. Amazing communication, synergy again by the young Stallions, and they won't make the most of it. I mean, not get an inhibitor, but just the same, from nothing to suddenly a commanding position.
Phenomenal stuff from Liquid ID. Championship stuff from them.
This is not Brawl server, man.
Witty?
Oh!
Jumping into the back again. Oh, Sun gonna be caught by Fabian. Now the AOG canceled twice, thrice as Aaron gets rid of Keyboy. Sabero gets baited in and gets bonked by Aran.
3 for none. Now it's Aaron touching everyone. 7-9. Could have sworn the last 10 minutes did not happen. No one saw this coming, at least not this quickly. Team Liquid ID going for the finish in mid.
Yes, kill the flicker forward. Aaron is godlike. And Winnie gets the kill on Kyrie. A complete turnaround to the early game lead of ONIC Esports.
The young Stallions still undefeated, galloping on through the brackets. Their next matchup, best of 5. Who could stop Liquid ID?